Hello everybody, it's time for episode 4 of Dinosaur Island Season 2. Let's get started. Not much has changed on the island since last episode. Everything is peaceful since they migrated across this side of the island. Not as long as Hammer's migration from the other side to this side, but certainly an exhausting one. However, the dinosaurs have recuperated rather well. And the Styracosaurus egg is getting ready to hatch. Maggie and Uno are very tense. They are starting to hear some small cries from the egg. The baby is almost ready to hatch. Maggie makes Uno and Strack back away. Like modern birds, dinosaurs imprint on the first thing they see. It needs to be the female. She begins to turn the egg, tapping it with her beak, helping the baby out. Finally, after much work, a small new life enters our world. Called Spike. This is Strack's new little sister. She is already imprinting on Maggie. That is what she's supposed to do. Maggie won't let her mate or other child get near the baby for at least 5 hours. She wants a long time so that the baby knows who's boss around these parts. But predators are already starting to look at the baby as if it's food. Babies are an easy meal, and Silas is waiting for the parents to get a little bit further away from it before he strikes. But Maggie has a good eye for danger, and she spots him before he can attack. She won't let any predators even near her baby. For now, Spike is going to have an easy day of it if Maggie continues being this hyper protective. But there is one thing that Maggie overlooked. The fact that Silas is even here. It appears even though the plant eaters have migrated across this whole side of the island. The predators followed them. And Silas is most certainly the first of many to come. Meanwhile, the other plant eaters are loving their new, luscious grazing patches. Even Bertha has managed to find her way to this side. The iguanodon are feeding together. But Dawn here, the lighter colored one, is being stalked by a large killer. the Spinosaurus has also followed them. Silas is not the only predator here, just as I had suspected. He's biding his time for now, but when he strikes, it will be catastrophic for Dawn and Ian. For now, Dawn and Ian are having their own problems. The heat. They slowly start moving further and further into the shade. Closer and closer to the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus can't take it anymore, and he attacks. Silas, of all predators, had also been stalking the iguanodon. This is a bad meeting. Spinosaurus clearly has the advantage against Silas, who is only a Dilophosaurus. This isn't good for Silas. However, for the Spinosaurus, with his win of the fight ensured, he goes straight for this predatory battle. Silas runs into the bush as fast as he can. Silas hides in some large leaves, hoping the Spinosaurus will not see him. Meanwhile, up in a tree, we see yet another familiar face. Mike. It appears he's glided his way to this side of the island. The island is divided into two halves. The side that Season 1 took place in, with Bloodtooth and the Baryonyx family, and the side that this season has took place in, with the Iguanodons and the Saltosauruses. This side is just as large as the other side, so even a migration across either of these sides can be very tiring, for it is a very large island. How Mike managed to migrate across this side on wings, not even being able to do powered flight, is a mystery to me. Mike once again soars through the skies from tree to tree. A bit of a ways away from where Mike is, we see Silas after his failed attempt at hunting down one of the iguanodons. He now thinks he spies a much easier meal. A large nest. 4 gigantic eggs. This must have come from a very large animal. Silas begins to break into one. Finally, he managed to haul out the mostly undeveloped embryo. And begins to break it apart and eat it piece by piece. Finally, he has managed to satisfy his hunger. Little ways away by the cliffs, we see a familiar face hunting. It's Dongy, the male Deltadromeus. His chosen prey is a pteranodon roosting on the cliffs. Pterosaurs, even Pteranodon in particular, are very common on Dinosaur Island, but this smaller subspecies of Pteranodon has not been seen before, not even on this side. He is magnificent. He spreads out his large wings, basking in the morning sun. Dongy begins to climb up. But the Pteranodon sees him and escapes. Dongy's plans seem to have been thwarted, but he has a trick up his sleeve. Up on his high ledge that he is on, he has quite a starter kick for jumping. Although he could not reach the Pteranodon on the ground, he might just be able to jump high enough from here. Later, we see Dongy back at a nesting site with the dead Pteranodon at his feet. But this is not just any nesting site. It is his nest. And these eggs were laid by his mate, Delta. It appears they have finally mated. And maybe, just maybe, they'll have babies this summer. Now they can eat their Pteranodon meat so that they don't run out of energy. Parenthood is a tiring ordeal, after all. A mysterious forest. A mysterious trail of killings. And the deadly beast who made those killings. Next time on Dinosaur Island.